What up, YouTube Live? Alright, I gotta make this quick because I'm covering the. Ooh, excuse me. I gotta make this quick because I'm covering Marvel's press junket for Thor Ragnarok starting in a couple of hours. So, last night's episode um, is mostly about how Iris and Cisco and Kid Flash, Wally, and then, Joe, pretty much how they deal with the absence of Barry Allen, with the absence of the Flash. They're trying to pick up the slack, basically, as a team working together to bring down the criminals and the meta-human criminals in the city. Um, but it got to the point where they feel like, man, this would have been so much easier if the Flash, not Kid Flash, no offense to Kid Flash, if the Flash was around to help him out too. And so it kind of sucks for Kid Flash though, because, well, long story short, this samurai villains that Cisco nicknamed Samurzoid, um, or Samuroid, it sounds like an STD. And this samurai villain, let's just put it this way, he is challenging the real Flash, and he says like, I don't want you, Kid Flash. I want the Flash, the best Flash. And if I was Kid Flash, I'd be like, ouch, ouch, that really hurts. So for the past 6 months, I've been saving people. I've been being a hero, and all that for nothing. All that, I'm still in the shadow of this greater Flash. But Wally's cool, man. He's chill. So last night he was just, yeah, he brushed it off like, yeah, yeah, you want the Flash, not Kid Flash. Um, so Cisco creates this thing with the help of, the name escapes me. See, I'm not good with names for some reason. But anyway, he creates this thing to try to bring Barry back out and from out of and from the Speed Force. Caitlin, boo, Caitlin. I just saw my note. Caitlin helps freaking Cisco to create this thing that would hopefully bring Barry back. Caitlin herself, as you know, is dealing with her inner demon slash Caitlyn's slash Killer Frost, and I love the interaction between not the interaction, this whole transition, I suppose, between Caitlyn Snow and Killer Frost, how one turns into the other. It's a lot like Bruce Banner turning into Hulk, because when Hulk takes over, boom, Bruce Banner most of the time doesn't even remember what he does as a Hulk. So I think the same goes with Caitlyn, or at least it's showing signs that it's turning into that way. Maybe in the previous season, it seems like both hands have the steering wheel, or both individuals have the steering wheel of that one body, that one mind. But it's getting to the point where I think Killer Frost is trying to take over, just like Hope does with Bruce Banner. But that's a side note. We're going off tangent there. Um, so Barry comes back thanks to Cisco, and he's on his one flew over the cuckoo's nest mode. He goes all whacked out of like crazy, man. He writes, like Cisco describes, a beautiful mind type of writings all over, um, and Cisco's trying to decode these signs, and it becomes this set of words that says, "This house is bitchin'." Now, when that happened in that episode last night, I immediately looked on Twitter, right? I was like, okay, there's gotta be a hashtag trending right now. Hashtag this house is bitchin'. But no. Nothing. I was like, no, come on, fans. Oh, why didn't you pull through for the Flash? Um, but that is like so weird. What house is it? What is it like? Is it a literal house? Metaphor? Is he talking about some maybe the house that he grew up in with his dad and mom? I don't know. But I find that very interesting. I hope it comes up again in the subsequent episodes. I hope it's not as just like a one, maybe um, a one-time thing where they're like, okay, this house is bitchin', and we'll leave it in that episode, and we'll never discuss it ever again. I hope it's it. I hope it indicates something. Maybe if you rearrange the letter somehow, maybe it'll spell out something else. That would be like clue. Um, so yeah, this one quick note: these weird drawings and weird markings and weird symbols that Barry Allen was writing all over his walls. I swear, at one point, it cracked me up. It's as if he almost drew a dick or a penis, and then there's another shot or scene where he's like, I don't know, maybe he was drawing a set of boobs or something like that. It was just funny, man. I was cracking up. Crazy Barry was hilarious. Uh, but of course, it didn't last long. You know, Iris knows if Iris knows one way to get Barry back is that Barry would always come back for her. So she basically offers herself up to the samurai, and then Barry's like, switch back. No more one flew over the cuckoo's nest, crazy, beautiful mind Barry anymore. Um, I thought it was a good episode overall. I really like it. I really liked it. Because season 3, and you can read my review of season 3 at ramascreen.com when I review the season 3 Blu ray. It was a mixed bag. There were some great moments in season 3, but for the most part, it was just so depressing, especially with that impending doom or impending murder of Iris. It was like, and it dragged and dragged and dragged, and then Gorilla Grodd. It's not a likable villain. I'm sorry. I know a lot of fans probably like Grodd. I don't. So I hope he never comes back. Um, the premiere episode last night encapsulates what the Flash is about. You know, fun, heartfelt, and the visual effect spectacle. The combination of those three, it's amazing. Um, those are the appeals. Those are the appeals of this show, and they were highlighted last night. So that was a good thing. And I'm glad that uh, what's his name, Tom Felton, yeah, Tom Felton's character Julian. I'm glad that he's not part of the show anymore. Not to belittle him, he did well for what he was supposed to do in season 3, but I understand why he's not coming back, and I'm glad because I don't know where you can fit him anymore in the story. Uh, and Caitlin is, as I said, trying to wrestle with her frosty demon, her frosty self. No time for flirting with Julian. So um, I'm glad Julian's not part of the show anymore. That's just my take on it. That's it. So the Flash is back, full on. Not just back, but back in the way that we used to love the Flash, not the way the season 3 had it. So I'm glad. I hope this new villain that is pulling the strings, because they always have a villain that's pulling the strings every season, behind the scenes, setting the motion. I hope this villain would be worth the fight. We'll see. We'll see how Barry um, comes up against him. I know Barry is now, as you know from last night's episode, he has become even way faster than he used to be. He has become way faster than Kid Flash. He's basically that he absorbed the Speed Force. So even though maybe he was stuck there, I don't know, 10,000 years, however many years, which is like 5 minutes for us, perhaps. And obviously, it affected him that he had some kind of a dementia or some look. But at the same time, the positive or the upside of it is that he actually absorbed some of that uh, Speed Force's strength. He became really, really, really fast now. Um, but does that make him invincible? And one last point, the whole Iris and Barry drama thing, they just need to just get married already, man. This whole tension thing is like, will they not? Or like, whenever they're about to be together, something happened that, sets them apart again. I was like, dude, just, all right, this game's getting played out now. This game's getting too old. Let's just have them be together anyway. And of course, it'll raise the stakes even higher because having a wife, not just a girlfriend, not just somebody, not just a peer, that's something, that's another level, for somebody uh, to have that much to lose. Uh, and we'll see how much Barry is willing to sacrifice now in this season. This is all about the Flash, not Kid Flash, the real Flash, the great Flash. Welcome back, Barry. Alright, share your thoughts in the comment section below, and please subscribe to my channel. And if you like all my videos and if you like this channel, please support me at patreon.com/ramascreen. I'm gonna go now to Marvel's press junket for Thor Ragnarok. You can check out my photos at Instagram from that event, and my coverage of Thor Ragnarok will hit the web after the review embargo lifts, which is after next week. All right, let's rock this.